This is the Slate Podcast, episode 19, take 1, and Slate.
Welcome to the Slate Podcast, the podcast where we talk about music, movies, and media. I am Dario. I'm here with Jeff and Jorge, otherwise known as George.
The one and only.
So
this is the best intro I've ever gotten.
The boys are back
special
to talk about.
I mean, we never left.
Right, that's right.
The boys. We are here.
All right, so this is, what episode are we on The Boys?
6.
6.
This was episode 6.
Highly anticipated Herogasm. And may I say, very, very much worth it.
Okay, go ahead and say it.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah. This was
Nice.
quite the episode. Let's just say right off the bat, though, we are not gonna do an episode next week. We're gonna group the last two episodes, 7 and 8, right? The last two episodes.
Yep.
And we'll talk about it the following week. So no episode next week, and then we'll just do like a compilation. I bet you that's gonna be a big episode because so much happens in one episode, especially on this one, that there's gonna be a lot to talk about next time we're back talking about The Boys. So that's very exciting. But
So to the 5 people that are sad, sorry.
Yeah. Look for something else to do next week.
Yeah, get a life.
Please stop listening to people tell you how to feel.
Yeah, do your own thing. For sure.
Your own thing. Oh,
Yeah.
and then also,
Yeah,
it'll
dude.
also probably be grouped up with Thor. Thor Love and Thunder.
We'll check on the schedule, which we already made.
Right.
But
No,
yeah.
I'm reading the schedule here, and it actually says we'll be pairing it with Thor: Love and Thunder. That'll be
Oh,
our
then, yep.
super episode.
Next time
That's
you
it.
hear us, it's going to be a huge episode.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. And Thor, oh, it looks good. Looks funny.
Yeah.
It does. Looks great.
Taika
Looks
Waititi.
colorful.
So yeah, let's give, I guess, our initial thoughts on this episode, the highly anticipated Herogasm.
Was that hard to say?
It is hard to say because it's like I didn't know what to expect. I think you explained kind of like what it is in the comics, so I was really scared. It wasn't that bad as
No,
you know.
no. Off the bat, it is not as. I think it's very tame compared to what happens in the comics.
Yeah.
But it's not to say like what my eyes have been scarred from.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot happening in the background
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Big time.
For
Jeff
sure.
even watched it with like, a second time to see what the extras were saying, right?
Nah, you catch it. I mean,
No.
It's not
You
really
told
that
me
bad.
You specifically went back to see what everybody was saying in the background, you know,
How can you tell?
with
I mean-
subtitles.
Oh.
true. Oh, yeah.
What do they say? That's a good episode to break down.
Yeah, just break down. It's an Easter egg. Let's do an Easter egg episode.
What do all these participants think about this episode?
Let's go. Let's do a deep dive into
Yeah.
each
Ooh, that's a good one.
character.
So, quick, just non-spoiler review of this episode or overview. This is the continuation of Soldier Boy finding his teammates. So it looks like he's on the path of just wanting to kill them all because they betrayed him, and so they are at a party called Herogasm. That's what it's called, and so basically this episode is them going there, and kind of some things happen in that party. Everything goes down. There's a big thing that happens at the very end of the episode. And just like some of the best scenes, in my opinion, that we've had so far. That's gonna be my like review of this episode. In my opinion, very satisfying to see a few things here without giving anything
Yes.
away. So in my opinion, this episode has one of the best scenes, or at least more like satisfying, like yes, finally type scenes. And the ending is like it's really setting up the finale of the series. Of this season. So
I think, yeah, this episode made me feel the same thing that Stranger Things episode 4 made me feel.
Oh,
Like, you know what
That's
I'm
a good-
talking about if you
good
saw
take,
that
yeah.
episode.
Good take.
So yeah, they keep getting better, man. Each episode, for sure.
I think this has a lot of payoffs. This episode definitely paid off a lot of things that have set up since probably season 1. Everybody's felt this way. And then this season, of course, there's things that happen that I'm like, man, it finally it feels good. Like you said, it feels good to come back around to this, and it's definitely worth it. Like I'll agree with you that this, like both of you, this is one of the best episodes they put out. So yeah, watch it.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, a lot of things come to like an end or like a closure kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And some things are revealed. I think this episode is really about like closing people's arc and I don't know, like finally some things that we've been waiting to see without saying too much. Like there are things that we've been waiting to happen that finally happened in this episode. Besides like the main thing, there are a few other things that happen that gives answers or gives closure to a few other characters that we've been waiting to see for a while. That was very cool to see.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's enough. Let's get into the spoiler talk.
Let's get into the details.
Okay. This is what we've been waiting for. I feel like every time the non-spoiler is like we can't say too much, and then finally we're here.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Okay. Can we start with the? I love those writers and producers because I love that they started the episode by clowning on what Gal Gadot and all these celebrities did back in 2020. And they did it exactly the same way. You know, they have a bunch of different celebrities jumping in, and I just think it's hilarious how they keep dunking on like the culture and things that we see in real life. Like literally go back to that time. Like they really thought they were doing something, and it was so cringe. Everybody was making fun of that.
Here, can you explain a little bit, like go into detail what happens in this scene?
Yeah, so they pretty much made fun of back in 2020. If you weren't around, lucky you. Gal Gadot and a bunch of other celebrities.
Were people not
they
around?
They weren't around.
They weren't around. Like if you went to a different country,
maybe they just missed it. Some people just don't use the internet that much.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could miss
pretty
such
much
a thing.
a bunch of celebrities got together and they started singing the Imagine song by what's his name? John Lennon.
John Legend. Yeah.
And it was supposed. I guess from their view, it was supposed to be this nice kindness, let's give people hope thing.
Like everybody coming together type. Type of feeling.
Telling us to stay home and be patient from their mansions, right? And it was the cringiest thing on the internet.
Yep.
Around that time. So.
And it was like celebrities like recording themselves, like
from their
mansions,
from like from the nice home,
and doing like a montage.
Yeah, it was a montage, and it was so cringe. And I love that they made fun of that. Literally, the opening, the episode, they made fun of that, and they got actual celebrities for the episode. So that was really funny.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I was gonna say I like to add that this version of it is edited way better than the other. The actual version of it. Because in the actual version, it seems like they're taking their time, ready to record, and then like they just slapped it all together, and it's weird. Yeah. It's so weird. And I like Black Noir's part where it's him, but then he just shows up. He holds up signs saying the lyrics. That's funny.
Yeah, I feel like people did that. I think it was a lot of great cameos, like actual celebrities.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher and what's his Mila Kunis. Yeah, and Kumail Nanjiani and a few others, which makes me wonder. Then in this universe, are they superheroes too? Like, is that meant to do? Like, were those just like celebrities, or are they in the universe of the boys like heroes too?
Oh,
you know,
maybe some of them. Maybe some of them, and also, it also made me think like. If we're using these celebrities, we can't really like, not that there's a shortage of people or anything, but like you can't use those celebrities if they're just celebrities in that universe.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? Like you can't bring in like Ashton Kutcher or Mila Kunis for like to play a character or something. I mean, unless they are soups, unless they are actually soups.
Yeah, they could be soups, or they could just be celebrities. I mean, they didn't say their names. So potentially, like you said, for example, Ashton Kutcher or Mila Kunis, they could come in one episode and be like, "Hey, we did this favor for you," that they or whoever orchestrated that, like, you know, and just be part of the story as just a celebrity, a random celebrity.
And also that points back to we didn't mention this, but Charlize Theron, she makes the cameo as acting as Stormfront in the Bork cut of their movie that they had going out. So that can also work out that way.
Makes me think that she's actually just playing herself. Like, she's in the boys' universe, she's herself, an actress.
Yeah.
And she just, that's just in that universe, she has a movie that she's in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny timing.
It's funny because she's also in, spoiler alert, she's also in Doctor Strange as an actual superhero at the very end. So she's getting ready to actually play a superhero.
That's
funny.
Which kind of makes
reach for the stars.
Real life. Yeah, good job.
Yeah. And it happens with nowadays with celebrities. Like, they see all these big celebrities reaching like the Marvel universe or DC universe, and they're like, "Yeah, maybe I should give it a shot. Maybe it's not that bad," you know.
And money,
mostly money. Actually, it's just money.
It's probably just money. I mean,
like, I got paid this much to be Captain America. Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Honestly, not that bad.
I want to be Eternals.
Yeah, they don't do it for the money, but you know, doesn't hurt. Okay, and then after we cut out of that, we go into them finding out that he's a Soldier Boy, because they didn't know that before. So they find out he's Soldier Boy, and I think Black Noir right away knows what he's doing, and he yeets.
Yeah, that boy yeeted out of there.
It's funny too. Like, Homelander's like, "Yeah, you're here with me, right? But the two of us, well,
you would never. You're the only person I can trust."
That boy said, "Nah, I'm good." As soon as he heard about Soldier Boy, he was like, "Nah, let me just get out of here."
Yeah. And lucky for him, he can't talk. So, you know, I think that's why. And again, this just driving the point. I think Black Noir leaving drives 2 points. One, how powerful Soldier Boy is. Right, that even Black Noir, he's more scared of Soldier Boy than Homelander. I think that's kind of what they said right there. Black Noir is like, "I'm leaving. I'm more scared of him because he's coming for me." And again, just driving Homelander crazy a little bit more, and just realizing that nobody loves him.
And I think that probably made him realize too how serious it is that Soldier Boy is back. Like, Black Noir, like you said, Black Noir left. And
bro,
that plays into
that's
the
one
fear.
of your scariest soups. And he left. He said, "Nah, F this." That's crazy. Oh,
yeah. I'm Audi 1000. That's what he said.
I'm Audi 1000.
And
that's
then
so modern,
one quick little moment that I just like to point out before we move on. Also, the Deep and the girlfriend again pointing that out, that the girlfriend's behind it. And I like how they just, like, that conversation they have in the hallway. Every time the Deep talks to Homelander, it's like a performance. That's how scared of him they are. That is like him and the girlfriend are just talking to him, and then just that whole thing when they're walking away, he's like, I had the whole thing. You didn't need to help me. It's like
when he said, "Okay." Oh, thank you, man.
I know. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it.
It's like his life's work. Like, and I like how he always looks back. Like, you know when you're at the doctor with your mom, and then the doctor asks you a question, and then you just look at your mom to see if that's okay.
Is that right?
She's just like, is that right?
Gosh, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of how I saw that.
I know. Thank you, sir. Yes. Thank you. What? And then he's like, "What should I tell them?" And he's like, "I don't care." He's like, "Got it." Like,
I don't care. Got it. Yeah, no problem. That's great. Yeah. The Deep is he's getting. I think he's treated well. Like, I think he's treated better in this season than he is in last season. For sure. In terms of a storyline, because he's actually involved with, like, everybody, and especially Homelander. And in the last season, he had some moments where he was getting, like, kicked out of the Seven. He eventually did. And I like that moment when he got on the whale, and, like, they had to chase with the whale and everything, and they crashed into it. That was cool. But, like, everything else was kind of sidelined and, for me, a little diluted. But now in this, he's, like, involved with everything that's going on, and I like where it's going with him.
Yeah. And we'll check back with him later.
Oh. And
we'll get there.
I might just retract that statement.
Yeah.
what happens?
He's like at the beginning of the episode, he's like, yeah, like you said, he's an important character. At the end, he's just a joke. Like back
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, so then we move on to Frenchie and Kimiko and like kind of what's happening to them. Kimiko is at the hospital, still worried about the kids. Oh, did I fail? What was it about that? That was too cute.
Oh man, I think that this is like the most serious storyline of the season. Like, there's high stakes for everybody, but for that one personally, it's like, gosh, every time we get to it, I'm like worried. I'm so worried.
I know. I'm like, this is it, man. Like when I was watching, I was like, Frenchie and Kimiko forever. Like what? Like, can we get a hashtag or something? Like,
how would you put the two names together?
Frenchico.
There you go.
Frenchico.
Bro, Frenchico. Hashtag Frenchico.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Frenchico. Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, hashtag Frenchico.
Frenchico. We're starting a hashtag. That's dope.
Yeah, that's
hashtag
Let's go.
Let's go.
Starting trends.
We're starting trends.
Yeah, but I think it's cool. We get another layer of like their motivation because they are kind of like the most similar characters in a way. I never realized, but they may point that out, like their past and like who they used to be and who and are they still that person? So I like that. Like, after the whole fight scene that they had, they just still like dealing with who they were before, that they don't want to be that person anymore. They just want to be normal at this point. But it's like, can they escape their past?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Can somebody point out to me what Kimiko said, because I watched it without subtitles, thinking I'm cool. and I tried to put it together that it's something about when she was stabbing that person.
She used to think that it was the compound V that made her a monster.
Ooh,
and she says that no, it was truly her.
She said, "I am the
whole
monster."
time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. See, and that's gosh, man, the way they write these people, it's really in depth, and I see that because even without the compound V, she could fight. She could still defend herself and like start shanking, biting people.
She did have powers though, right? No? I mean, what did she do?
I was a little confused about that too.
Yeah, that was confusing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in terms of durability, yeah, it's a bit of a stretch because she's getting rocked. Like, she's getting punched in the gut where she got messed up at. But other than that, yeah, I'm pretty sure with power she could have ended everybody there.
Yeah, you're right. I think, you're right, because she said, I think they did make the point that she didn't have compound V. She didn't have her powers anymore. That's why she, like you said, even without the power, she still was able to kill people like that. So she's like, oh, it wasn't the compound V. That's just me.
Yep.
So, yeah, it makes sense. She doesn't, but she can still fight, which is good. I'm glad. I was like...
Yeah.
I was
she's
like,
not useless.
Yeah, exactly. She can still defend herself.
Dude, that was rough. I really thought one of the two was going.
Me too.
Like,
yeah. Like Sherry or her.
That's it. It's over.
Me too. I don't know what they're trying to do with them. Are they eventually gonna... Oh my gosh.
They better, man.
It also surprised me that well, maybe it shouldn't have, but it also surprised me that Sherry was there. That the other girl. That
I called
because
it.
I thought she was. I thought she was gone. And then they show up in this place and she's in the other chair and I'm like, crap, it's one of these scenarios. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Let's hope that you guys think maybe by the end of the season they finally get their happy send off.
I mean,
they'll stick around.
You know what? I think it's gonna be a Fast and Furious situation to where they get their happy send off, but then in season 4 they call them back.
Come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that'll be the case.
It'll be kind of sad though if they get to leave and then they come back, because it's like let them have their happy ending, you know?
Because then in season 4 one of them will die, and that's what they're used for.
Nice.
Green light.
Noise.
Oi. Noise. Oi. You get one oi every episode of the Slate Podcast.
Oi. You gotta do the head thing.
I thought it was an interesting moment where Ashley was talking to A-Train.
Oh, yeah.
She snaps on him, and even she is like shocked, realizing that, oh, and I actually said that out loud. You know, like I actually told this guy to go F himself. You know.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I don't know. Maybe we're seeing a little bit of progression with her character. Maybe she'll end up saying that to Homelander, and then she'll get killed immediately. But still,
No, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that would be interesting, but I feel like she knows who she's talking to. I mean, A-Train, you know, A-Train, she can say that too, to some degree. But I think she was just so tired with having to, you know, suck up to these people. Like, she watches the films and she's like, oh, it's terrible. And then he walks in, and she's like, oh, it's great.
Yeah. She's
I just remember the
pandering
moment
to him.
Yeah, when she freaking took a big chunk of her hair off. And it's not the first time she does that.
No. That's very much a comics thing, though. She does that in the comics.
Oh, she does?
She continuously rips her hair off?
Dude.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think it's great because, you know, that moment leads to something else. But I think it's great that, you know, A-Train realizing what he has been doing to other people finally happened to him, and now he cares. He's like, oh, okay, is that how it works? Now you care?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's one of those things that comes full circle, basically, to him.
That leads to then the moment with Huey. Let's just talk about that right now because it links to that. You know, later on when A-Train meets Huey and he's like, apologize for what you did. I think he can finally do that now because he finally understands.
Yeah, I guess we can jump. I want jump to that moment in the Herogasm. At first, I didn't think he was serious when he was apologizing.
Oh,
A-Train. But then I was a little shocked to realize, oh, he is serious.
Yeah.
You know? But obviously, Huey wasn't having it at all.
Yeah, he pimp slaps him. But freaking that I felt the same way. Like I thought because Huey confronted him, and you know he's obviously on Temp V, so he's emotional. And then when he finally does, like he stands up to him and everything, and then A-Train just spits it out, and he says he's sorry, and I was like, dang, he doubled back on that.
Which is actually great because that's a callback from season 1. I don't know if you guys remember. I remember like when he said that, I was like, oh yeah, that was like a whole story arc in season 1 when he wanted him to apologize, and then he said he was gonna apologize.
Yes.
And then when they made up, he didn't apologize, right? I think that's what happened. That's a callback to season 1, right? Because there was a whole thing when Huey was coming into VOT and he was like, I'm not gonna sue, but I want him to apologize. And then he said he was going to apologize, and then when they made up, he didn't apologize. So that's why he said that in this episode, like, hey, you know what? You never apologized, like you were supposed to.
No, actually, he did, but in public. But it wasn't like
it wasn't genuine.
Yeah, it wasn't genuine. But this felt genuine. You know, this came.
It was, circle. Yeah.
No, I think it definitely was.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, just to backtrack a little bit.
Say that one more time, Dario. Is that how people sound when they're
That's going back in time. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds easy.
No, that was a real effect. Thanks, Jeff. You're a great editor.
Yeah, man. Out here.
We just gave away who edits these videos.
But yeah, Homelander. Let's talk about this scene. I went into Twitter. People are talking about this.
Dude.
It must be from the comic books, unless somebody drew I saw a picture, like a cartoon version of the scene of Homelander in front of the mirror. But either way, again, Homelander, the actor Anthony Starr, demonstrating his acting ability, like what you do to perform the, you know, I don't know, like the acting is so great. I mean, I don't know what to say.
No, it's straight up Green Goblin. That's what it is.
William Dafoe killed it when he did his version.
Oh yeah.
But this one was maybe better or just as good.
I think.
Hot take.
Wait, hold on. Take. Yeah, hot take.
You said better.
Yeah, I'm not saying 100% better, but maybe. Like,
well, no,
this was really nice, really, really well done, dude. Like,
I think it's a fresh take. It's and especially with the character that we've grown to hate to love, or love to hate. I think
love to hate. Yeah,
love to hate.
Hate to love. Too.
I hate loving this guy like everybody else.
Yeah.
I love hating
but
you.
no, especially with that character. Yes, with that character. Gosh, that I agree. Like that whole thing. I love the editing of it, where it goes from the mirror and then it goes to just headshots, cutting back and forth, and like completely two different two different emotions.
Yeah,
going through this. Like in the reflection, he's straight evil, Green Goblin, and in the other, he's like crying and stuff like that. And I was like, gosh, this is one of the best scenes he's ever done with himself.
Yeah, who needs another actor? No, for sure.
Right?
Like this was definitely like a look into his mind. Like, what is his thought process? This is what it is. He's conflicted with thinking he's better than a human, but yet he wants love and attention, and which is human. So it's like it's like he's really going crazy right now. This is the point where he's like about to go fully insane, because once you start like not caring what other people think, or you know, not doing things for other people, that's when he's about to go off the edge and like you know, do something insane.
Yeah,
deep down, he still wants the approval and the love.
Very the deep down.
God, you're still doing it, Daryl, and I hate it.
This man, whose man is this? And
nobody
just a little
punning like that.
I like how he calls himself Tiger. Like, okay,
that was for you, Jeff.
How you doing, there,
Tiger? Okay, Tiger. Go get him, Tiger.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah.
I think, and I called this out too, because in the comics, in this point of the story in the comics, it's when he starts deciding that he's gonna he's starting to snap, and they did their variation in this episode with that scene, and I was like, oh, it's happening. It's like it's getting to the point, because his reflection literally says we have to cut that piece out like a cancer, like the human side of him, and it's like, oh my gosh, what could come from that? You know, bad things.
Bad things. Very bad things. Yeah, and then he goes on TV, and again going crazy.
Oh, yeah,
literally insane. Because I feel like the interviewer was on their side. I mean, she was asking tough questions, you know, but it's like they're ready to handle it, but he just can't. He can't handle anything. I think at this point, it's like if you look at him the wrong way, he snaps. You know what I mean? Yep. So he's tired.
Yeah,
he's breaking.
I hated it, because like they were getting interviewed, and I'm thinking like, this is live, everybody sees this, and sure, I'm sure there's some supporters, but for me, I'm like, oh, this is like, it's just from a professional standpoint, I'm like, oh, this is so bad, like, and I'm worried for the lady in front of him, because I'm like, what if he just decides to smack her or something, like sends her flying. It's just like when that whole thing was happening, I was like, oh my gosh, no, stop, please. I'm worried for people in the room with him. Yeah. I just love seeing Ashley's reactions to when those things happen. I forgot what she told the reporter. But
this show, I don't know where it's going. Yeah, what's gonna happen to her? I don't know.
I love Ashley, bro.
Yeah,
bro. She's just. They always cut to her, and it happens all the time when something live happens. They make sure to cut to her because she's sitting there literally ripping her hair out and wanting to melt, and you can see it on her face. And I'm like, oh, poor girl.
She gives
gonna
me
be bald by the end of season 4.
Yeah, everybody is a star. Then talking about Starlight and Victoria.
Oh.
Thank you.
Don't give him credit. Stop. don't encourage him.
No, she's a star. Anyway, Starlight walks out and she's talking to Victoria, and we finally know that she knows that they know, you know, and so
that was a good scene.
Yeah,
that was bars, Dario. What'd you just say there?
Yeah, you know, and so they have that scene, and again, it's like Starlight is done also. Like, let's talk about her side of the story. I mean, she is reaching the breaking point of, and again, this actually correlates with Stewie in what he's doing.
What's his name?
Huey.
Stewie.
You both have done it. You both have gotten this man's name.
No, what? Huey is a weird name. Whose name is Huey? Honestly.
Yeah, dude, that's
that guy.
For real.
Yeah, I mean, it relates to what he's doing too, which is partnering with the enemy, and then here she goes, Victoria, who's also the enemy, and she's like, you know what? I'm done having people tell me that I need to compromise and do it the wrong way, and so I'm not gonna do it. Even though it was tempting, I thought she might like go, like,
yeah,
hey,
I thought so
sure,
too.
let's make a deal. But no, she's like, I'm done. I'm taking the highway.
Yeah, you talked about parallels in the last episode. That's another nice parallel. Like, Huey decided to, team up with the bad people. Starlight could have made the same choice, but she didn't. So I guess that's also another, like, what Huey could have done, but not really. He chose the other way. And I like that Starlight's deciding to stay, take the high road and
like standard
doing it the right way. Even though I don't know, I don't know what she's gonna do. Honestly,
I was a little worried because she didn't leave without leaving a mark. Victoria.
Oh yeah.
She left and you saw her nose bleeding a little bit.
Yeah,
she barely touched her.
Barely touched her. I was like, woo, whoa.
And that was honestly that was a threat. She was threatening her. Like when she's looking at her, Starlight thinks she might do it, might pop her head, but she didn't do it. She was like, let's just keep this between us. And then she walks out, and her, like her nose is bleeding. Is basically saying that she did it a little bit, which is like, I can still kill you anytime I want. Just know that. So it was definitely like a threat type thing.
Miss Victoria, if you weren't so pretty, I'd probably
you what?
hate you.
Hate you? Yeah, but I love you.
Pop your head, boy.
But I love you. I love to love you.
So who do we love to love, and who do we love to hate, and who do we hate to love?
And who do we hate to hate? And who do we love to love?
Exactly.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think she's gone this season.
Who?
Oh,
The
you
head
think
popper?
so?
Yeah, I think she's gone. Something's gonna happen, and
She's gonna get her own head pop. Ooh.
What
if somebody like Huey grabs her by the head and like shoves her in the mirror?
Yeah, we're just gonna say that.
And then she's like, boom.
that'd be funny.
It's like the guy in Doctor Strange. What's his name with the mouth? Like,
Black Bolt.
yeah.
Oh,
She's gonna blackball him.
dude.
Yeah.
But like worse.
She's gonna blackball her head. It's gonna be actually the same thing, right?
Pretty.
Probably.
I mean,
If she blows her own head, it's like Black Bolt, blowing his own head. His own head. Oh gosh.
Dude, can't talk today. That's dope. Just put on subtitles if you want to hear what they're trying to say.
That's a good idea.
I think it'll be a head popping scenario, and then I'm gonna call it right now. But then obviously it'll be worse because Marvel's Marvel, and this is The Boys, so it's just a big old. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then we move on to the party. The party. And again, we have.
You're always welcome to party.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't he in last season? Right, that was last season.
Yeah, that's Jeff's favorite character.
Love sausage.
Love sausage.
Yeah.
A cameo again.
The boy.
Oh, and
the homie.
And Ant-Man himself. What's his name? Bro, he's still around doing that crap?
Termite.
Is that what his name is?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Termite. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That. Gosh, how to describe how to really open this. Well, it starts with the Deep first, right? Like the Deep goes to the mission is to find these twins that have been a part of
Homelander
Payback.
tells him to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so apparently that's their house, and they're holding the annual Herogasm, basically.
Did
which
they
is
say
kinda
it was
weird.
like the 70th anniversary?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Well, because Soulja Boy mentions that he started it.
He started it, yeah.
In his time.
Yep.
It's crazy to think about because they're twins, they're brother and sister.
And he started it with the girl.
Crimson Countess.
No. The Nazi. But she went by another name.
He mentioned Liberty.
Yeah.
It's a Stormfront, really.
Yep.
He started.
So they
it with
started
her.
it. Yeah.
Whoa. I remember being like, ooh, yeah, like he mentioned her. That's crazy.
I thought he meant the girl he killed, like the woman.
No. Liberty. That is Stormfront, which is funny to say because he's our glorified Captain America, and he was messing around with our glorified Nazi Nazi person. Yeah,
parallels.
Dario loving it. Dario's loving the parallels.
But we can mention real quick, Mother's Milk, when he walked in. And he gets slathered with something, and then oh my god, that was so gross.
Dario, what did he get slathered with?
No, when
foreshadowing.
When he opens the door, what?
Instant foreshadowing, bro.
Yeah.
So gross.
That poor guy. What's his name? Termite shows up, which surprised me, by the way. But I don't know if they said like he was getting out for what he did.
He did. Yeah, they did. They did say that.
Okay.
He got out.
So he shows up, and then he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And then he hits him in the shoulder, and he's like, "Oh God, I need a bathroom ASAP."
Yeah.
And then and then poor man, he goes into the wrong door.
Yeah. Out of all the doors. Anyway.
Out of all the doors. Yeah. And gets what's the technical term for it?
He got delivered on.
Yeah, my boy is covered in 15 generations. Yeah,
bro was a group project.
Anyways.
Bro is every race.
Bro every race.
Anyways, but in a more serious topic on Eminem. Can I just call it Eminem? Yeah.
Yeah, let's call him that.
Marvin. His name is Marvin.
Right.
No, his name is Marshall Mathers.
His name is Mother's Milk, but let's just call him Eminem. That's actually
Eminem.
better.
Why didn't they go with that? That's
we actually get the backstory of him. Remember we were talking about this last week,
Yes.
and we were like we didn't know what happened exactly. So apparently we do know what happened now. Apparently there was a fight in front of his house, and he woke up his grandpa or his grandfather. He's like, "Look, it's Soldier Boy," and when he comes out, he throws a car into their house, end up killing his whole family except for him.
That's a bit of a nitpick for me, because he described it in the story. The story itself sucks, but it's like I wish they kind of showed it. I wish they kind of cut back to it and
they could have done. They could have done some flashbacks
because they've had bits of. That's what I thought was going to happen. That they had bits of it throughout the season of what happened, and then he describes it in this scene, and I thought it was going to cut back to when it happened, but they didn't. So I was like, oh, it would have maybe given it a little more weight if they.
That's true, but honestly,
I have to save the budget for that final fight.
Yeah, that's true.
But I was gonna say I didn't mind it because his acting was actually really good in that scene when they're driving, and he's describing it. Like I see what you're saying; it would have been, I guess, better. But honestly, I didn't miss it that much because just him telling the story was also very powerful.
It was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then they finally Soldier Boy. Oh no, wait. Then Huey walks in. With his powers.
Well, everybody's coming. Everybody's coming to this.
What was that? Wait,
the plan is Butcher, Soldier Boy.
No, Dario, come back, Dario. I just realized what you.
Was that? No,
I just realized what you said.
You said it. You said that.
No.
I completely
missed it. No pun intended.
Don't. Oh God, Jeff, did you just hear?
Did you get it?
I didn't.
Okay, good. So they walk in. Huey's in there. He meets A-Train. We talked about that.
Yeah, and we talked about that. And then
wait. Actually, wait. Before we even move on to that, right? Should we talk about A-Train before we talk about the fight?
Oh yeah, because that does happen.
Yeah, let's finish that.
Right. Yeah. So to finish the A-Train talk. So Huey runs into him, and then he gets hit in the face by Huey, and then A-Train runs into what's his name? The All Lives Matter guy.
Blue Hawk.
Blue Hawk.
Blue Hawk. And yeah, dude, that was wild. Now we see he confronts him, and then he takes him on a ride and freaking demolishes him.
Yeah, well, that happens after the whole scenario, but but the payoff, like I said, basically. And I actually I was all for it because this whole season A-Train hasn't been able to run or do anything physical, and when this is a perfect moment to show something like that, whether it's right or wrong. It's of course he would do that, and when he did it, boy, I was like, ooh, man, Mortal Kombat fatality the whole way.
And I remember, even before they showed his struggle, I was like, oh, he can't run, his heart. And they paid that off.
I was, as soon as it happened, I was worried. Yeah.
I actually didn't think for a second that, maybe he just needs to chill. But no,
you think he actually died? I mean...
Yeah, he's gone.
Well...
We saw the body.
Well, he was passing out. He passed out. We know that. And, I was going to say, that even shows how powerful A-Train is, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
He's actually more powerful than you might think. Again, we haven't seen them, fighting. They don't really do that many fight scenes in the show. But A-Train, how he killed Robin, Huey's girlfriend, just by running into her. Obviously, he killed another Soup very easily. If it wasn't for his heart, that would have been very easy. But then he collapsed, and I literally thought they were gonna show his heart exploding out of his chest. That would have been yes, he's dead, because they had that beat in the background of his heart.
Yeah.
So I thought they were just at least gonna be a little or something to signify that his heart actually exploded.
Actually, you might be right, because we see him on the floor, but then we don't see him again. So there's a possibility that maybe he passed out and they picked him right. They found him, and
I mean, we heard it stop, which is letting us debate if he's alive or dead.
Right.
But we didn't see the body again. But we did see the body passed out.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely had a heart attack. His heart stopped.
He's out.
Yeah. But I thought his heart was literally gonna explode out of his chest. That's what I was waiting for. If he's really dead, his heart would explode out of his chest, or at least a sound effect that would have gone to signify that his heart exploded. Because that's what I said, that if he ran again, his heart could explode. So I was waiting for that. So I'm thinking maybe he's not 100% dead. He could survive.
That's making me self-conscious about drinking so much coffee.
Yeah, it should.
Maybe I should diet down a little bit.
Yes.
And then don't run afterwards.
And then don't run under. It's fine. I hate running. So
yeah, it's not hard. That's not hard.
Yeah, it's not hard. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I'll jump to that side. I thought he was dead, but I'll jump to the other side. I don't think he's dead.
And then let's go back to the party then.
The party. Yeah. You're more than welcome to party.
Yeah.
Okay, so we saw Huey. His 3 minutes or whatever time was is up. He runs into Starlight. She's there too. He yeets her out of there because he knows what's coming. Mother's Milk stays in there. And then I was so excited when Soldier Boy finally entered the building, bro. Because I was like, yes, 1 minute closer. And man, when he saw those twins, bro.
And he talked to them too. He doesn't just kill them. I thought he was just gonna go all out, but he talked to them and gave them a chance to explain themselves.
An interesting thing, I don't think he can control that whole. Well, maybe he can. I don't think he
blacks
has a
out.
handle. Yeah, I don't think he has a handle on that. Like he said, he blacks out, and also he gets triggered by a certain song that he heard multiple times.
Because it was a Russian song, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had no doubt it was a Russian song.
Which, by the way, once when Eminem throws the gas, and obviously they showed that doesn't work on him anymore. He
starts smoking.
Bro,
that was so good.
Took a hit.
He's like, nice.
That was so good, man.
But then the music looks like to be his weakness. So that's good. He has a weakness.
And not just music itself, but anything Russian, pretty much.
Well, I mean, no, I think
Anything
specifically that song.
Well,
I think it's that song.
I think it's called contraband, basically, where it's just like you're fed Well, maybe it's not because the thing is they played that radio apparently while he's being experimented on, and they had it on repeat basically. So every time he hears that song, or I guess anything Russian, it starts to trigger like the power inside him, and he explodes basically, literally actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And bye twins. He got 2 more on the list.
The whole building got demolished.
Need I say more? The whole building got demolished. Party over. Party foul, I should say.
Oh no, yeah.
Over.
And I guess if we can go back a little, like that's when Mother's Milk tried to pretty much commit suicide by trying to fight Soldier Boy.
Bro.
I think that was kind of interesting, and thank God Butcher was there to stop him. Like, oi. That's not the guy, you know.
Right, that's not the way.
Yeah, that's not the one.
Impression kills me, bro.
Oi,
oi,
that's not the way, mate.
That's not him.
Yeah.
No, but he's crazy. I mean, at this point, Eminem, he's not thinking straight.
No, he's not.
And that straight up comes from deep down. Excuse me. There's a speed race going on outside right now.
It's raining over here. I don't know about.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No, not here.
I didn't hear it.
Not here.
Great old father.
But yeah, Eminem, crazy.
Yeah, and I also like. For a second, I forgot that Butcher took the V. So when he hit him with the bat, I was like, oh wait, never mind.
No, yeah, no. They showed it when he stopped him. Like he put his arm out and he couldn't even move it.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah. But no, I think that was also coming, like a long time coming, because they've been at each other. Even when they are together, they're always arguing about morals and the way Butcher treats people and stuff like that. And then it seems a little unfair that when they finally confront each other, he wants to square up with them, but he can't because he's on the V. So it's definitely an interesting scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then before we go to the fight, one more thing.
The main event.
Before we get to the main event, Starlight and Huey, the conversation they have outside, I think these are very good parallels, and there's 2 things going on here. One is like, again, she's been saying you don't make a deal with the enemy, with murderers, with mad people, like what do they keep saying? Like whatever it takes, right? But again, Huey tries to compromise, like, hey, let's go in there, but let's not get anybody else hurt. Let's just get them 2 and that's it. But what happens? Does that happen? No.
Nah,
it doesn't. So he basically, destroys the house, almost kills everybody there. And so Starlight is right,
Yeah.
And,
man.
But Huey's also right, though. Because to not get ahead of
myself. It's the bigger picture. Like, Homelander, I kind of feel him. Like, we got to get rid of Homelander no matter what, Like,
yeah. I think
he's going to kill all of us.
But here's the thing, and this is what's great, though. It's not black or white. It's gray, because I think they both have a point, honestly.
Yeah, they do.
Because one is like, that's not okay. You can't walk into a house and almost kill everybody. Like, obviously, Starlight is right about that. Because this is what happens when you partner with a murderer. Bad things happen, and obviously you should care about everybody. That's why they go around, try to save people and give medical aid. But then also, like you said, who's gonna be able to stop Homelander? And then about the V, about them taking the V, thank God that they did, right? Homelander and Huey.
Yeah.
They were a huge help. So I was like, at the end of the day, I'm sorry, Starlight, you have to do it. You have to take the V.
Yeah. In order to face him, at least, definitely. But even that comes with consequences. Every choice here has a consequence. It's crazy.
It's a gray.
Yeah.
It's a gray area.
But then, Homelander finally... Oh, wait. Before the main event, I just want to point out this quick little moment that I was telling George cracked me up. After the house got destroyed, and then everybody's getting out, and then you see the Deep running out. With the bag.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. We didn't talk about that.
By the way,
to catch back with Deep before that,
You guys take it. I don't.
Starlight.
No, Dario, I would like
goes
you to
into
commentate on this.
Starlight goes into that room to find my boy having some one-on-one moment with Squidward. That was so good, bro.
Man, that's something.
It's not what it looked like.
No, it literally is what it looks like.
And she took a picture of him, right? So.
Oh yeah, she has a picture of him too.
Mm-hmm. So she could just blow that up, and he's done for. And also, that's so crazy because it's been relevant this whole 3 seasons that he has a sexual affiliation with sea creatures.
Yeah.
And that points it back to that dolphin moment in season 1. Y'all remember the dolphin?
Fortunately.
It's great. I don't even know what to say, but yeah, he runs out of the building.
Which, by the way, you guys read the warning at the beginning of the episode? That was so funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not suitable for any audience.
Yeah.
audience.
Mature only. Wait, not even mature. You know what? Any audience. And then they said nobody was harmed. Even animals were just animated.
As soon as I read that, I was like, oh man, we're gonna see some weird.
It's gotta be the deep.
We blew our CGI budget or something. Which is again, they take every opportunity to like make a joke or make it entertaining. Even the warning. That was an actual warning. They said, some people might find this upsetting, but they still made a joke out of it and just be like, not just a warning. It's a warning with a joke. Like, mature audience, not really any audience. No animals were hurt in the making of this.
Yeah, and fun fact.
Yeah, they put it up on Twitter too.
Yeah, fun fact. This episode is illegal in 4 countries apparently. Apparently, I saw an interview with the director, and he said they had to cut some stuff out in order to air it in those countries.
I wonder what they cut out.
That's crazy to think about.
What was it? What did they cut out? I can take a guess.
I don't know for sure, but he said there was like big chunks that they had to take out of it.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah, probably just the deep altogether. They just cut that character.
Just anything with the D.
Yeah.
Which I like to point out, somebody's nether regions were on fire, and that really sent me over the edge.
Yeah.
To the main event though. That's what we all wanted to see, man.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Dude, when I saw Homelander show up finally, I was like, yes.
Dude, I was holding my head. I was like, oh, God. I didn't think... That's so crazy. I didn't think we were getting this episode. And it definitely... Oh, my gosh. Like, I thought it was just going to be this crazy big sex fest of an episode. And then it was kind of that on the side. But then this is definitely... worth like the entire episode because, like Dario said, one of the best fight scene in the whole show, basically. And he shows up for the showdown.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Dude.
Mm-hmm. And the whole time, I think the big question was like, who's the strongest, right? Is it Homelander? Is it Soldier Boy? And they're even talking about it, like, hey, you're just my replacement. And then he's like, no, I'm your upgrade. Or whatever.
Dude, I love that. I love that dialogue.
Yeah, they're like talking smack at first, and then when they actually get into it, I'm sad to say, Homelander is stronger.
You think so?
Yes, way more powerful. It took 3 people to hold him down.
Yeah, but I think it's the advantage of like being able to fly and laser vision and stuff.
Well, that's what I mean. He's stronger as in if it was just him and Soldier Boy. Homelander wins.
I'll say for his first fight, like his first physical fight that he can, has somebody that can actually face him. Props to Homelander. He can throw hands.
No, for sure.
Like, I didn't think much about it, but that boy can swing.
Yeah. And it's funny that he himself was actually insecure about it, which was one of the things we learned from the mirror scene. Is like, what if I'm not strong enough? Like, what if I'm weaker than him? What if I can't take him? But I think we learned that he could take him. And again, this is what I mean. Like, they were right in taking the Compound V, because if Butcher and Hewitt were not there, I think Soldier Boy would have been dead.
It was so funny when when he learned that Butcher had powers.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was so confused. And the smile.
What have you done?
And then the smile on Butcher's face, bro. It was
Gosh, man. I like
Yeah.
these headshots. Like, it happens in season 1 too. I remember he was fighting Translucent, and like he got hit in the face, and then he just went like he had that weird smile on his face. It's all bloody.
Yeah.
But then he does it again in this one, and I'm like, that's sinister. That's just that cold man.
He's having a blast.
Yeah, exactly. He's having a blast.
Finally.
And then Huey shows up too, like.
Homelander's thrown. Like, Homelander's like, what's happening? Like he lasers Butcher. He even said to him, he's like, we made a deal. Which, by the way, Dario, that proves that your theory was wrong.
What?
That it was a dream. That you thought that whole conversation was a dream.
No. He's
No.
He's referencing.
It was real.
No,
It was real. He said it.
No, he was referencing the conversation they had at the end of season 2 in the forest before he left. Like when the girl Liberty, whatever her name is, died. They talked about it then. Like, Butcher said, "I'll come back to you for you" or something. I'm pretty sure that's when they made the deal. Like, yeah, we're gonna come back and fight.
No, but
1-on-1.
that's
you and
not-
me.
I don't
That's
remember
not really
that,
a
but
deal.
it sounded very familiar to the previous conversation.
No.
I'm
gonna hold my ground and say it was definitely that conversation in this season, and definitely not the other one.
I'm gonna hold my ground and say that was based on the conversation at the end of season 2.
You know what? I'm gonna go find the freaking script and show you.
Yeah.
And show
All
you.
right, fine, bring the script.
Yeah. But either way, he lasers him, and he's like, "Nah, F this." He lasers Butcher, which I think should have tipped him off a little bit because it didn't go like straight through him. It just hit him, and then he fell down.
Mm-hmm.
And then he starts to fight with Soldier Boy, which, bro, it gets into a 3-on-1, and the whole time I'm sitting there like, oh my god, like everybody's squaring up with this man. Oh, so awesome.
And the fact, like you said, it took 3 people to hold this man down. Like, that says a lot, man.
He was so cool though.
Yeah. What were you saying, Jeff? You told me it's like that scene from Infinity War.
Yeah, I was telling George that scene when they had him pinned down, you almost had him. It was such a parallel to Infinity War when they almost took the gauntlet from Thanos.
Yeah, from Thanos.
Like, you're so close.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to reference that. I feel like going for that same feel, because I actually thought about it too. I was like, this is like Thanos. This is like them 3 fighting Thanos, trying to hold him down.
Mm-hmm. And this was the moment to reference what I said earlier, this was the moment that made me feel what Stranger Things episode 4 made me feel like when she was running from Vecna. Mm-hmm. Like, I was like holding my breath, like, oh my gosh, like what's gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking the worst case. Like, I was thinking he hits him, but then Huey gets hit, and like there's like he gets really injured or something like that.
I was gonna
or it doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Worst case
scenario.
No,
I feel like. So I will say this though, Soldier Boy his laser would kill Homelander. I feel like,
or take his powers.
Yeah, either take his powers or just
at close range probably just annihilates him.
Yeah, at close range, you're right. But the thing is,
for me, that's what it does for me. Like, levels the playing field for both of them, because it's like he has that, but then Homelander has these other powers, and it's like like that for me.
Yeah, he needs to learn to control him, because that's why Butcher said to Huey, hey, get out of here, because I feel like they were all gonna die at that point because he can't control it. Mm-hmm. He was about to kill Homelander and then take Huey and Butcher with them. So Butcher was ready to die, I feel like, because he knows he can't control it. So he was just telling Huey to get out of there so he doesn't die.
Yeah, he don't mind. It's his one goal in life is to completely off Homelander.
To end him. Yeah.
So end him. But
and then
he was going.
But then Homelander. What?
Oh no, I was saying if he's going, then if it takes him to go with him, then by all means take him out.
But then he gets away, man. So I'm happy too, though, because that means
out of
we're definitely getting a round 2. We're getting round 2.
Yeah, but I feel like that's Homelander, like, admitting defeat and like literally running away from a fight. What is that gonna do to his, to his mind? Like, he's gonna be like, you loser, you you left?
Yeah,
Because I was honestly surprised. Like,
it was 3-on-1. It was 3-on-1, but still,
it was 3-on-1. But
yeah, but he's not
ran
going to tell
away.
himself that.
Right, he's Homelander.
Yeah.
It was 3-on-1, but it is Soldier Boy. That's that too. He's also super powerful. But I was honestly surprised when I saw him leave. I was like, Homelander just ran away? Wow. Okay.
Fight, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, running away. Oh, come back and say something then.
You little girl.
I like, yeah, little girl. I like, my favorite move in that whole fight was, he was flying, and then, Soldier Boy pulls him down by the cape.
Yo.
And then Butcher, like, spine busters him into the floor.
Bro, in the two punch from Soldier Boy and Butcher.
That was cool.
Bro,
yeah.
that was dope.
Yeah.
Dude.
Just a really well directed, well choreographed
really good
scene from, and this is like a full-fledged fight scene between 4 people, and awesome stuff.
Yes. Yep.
Okay,
Worth it to
makes me
like
want.
we got 2 seasons of Homelander not doing that, and finally when we get him in a fight, it's like, ooh man, he could definitely fight back.
Yeah, this is probably the first fight scene that he's done.
Because otherwise
he's not all talk.
Shoots lasers.
He can go.
No, I mean, yeah, for sure. Like 1-on-1, or like he can definitely kill people, obviously, especially humans. But also Soups, he could like very easily kill them. But it is good to, like you said, he's not just all talk. Obviously, he's intimidating. People fear him for a reason because he's super powerful.
And I think that adds to Butcher's like intelligence, because he knows. Well, maybe he doesn't or doesn't, but like he went in there with V and him, and then also Homelander shows up, so Soldier Boy takes him on, and that's their mission. But also like he knows better. He's gonna confront him with Soldier Boy. Like by any means, he had everything in his advantage to fight him. Like he wasn't alone. So I think that'll come around again when him and Homelander finally face off like by themselves. Yeah. Maybe he'll have some help because he'll think maybe it can't just be me.
Who? Homelander?
Butcher. No, Butcher.
Butcher?
Yeah. Maybe it can't just be him. Maybe I need some help for that.
Yeah, well, he definitely does. I mean, the laser, him and Homelander, Butcher was definitely struggling, and Homelander was just like about to beat him just easily. You can see him go, and Homelander is just like, got you.
Yeah. You can tell who's been doing it for years.
It's cool though that they have that same power though, in common.
Yeah. It's a little poetry, a little bit of poetry there.
Those two are 2 peas in a pod, in a pod or whatever.
2 peas in a podcast.
2 peas. That's the name for a podcast right there.
I'm sure it is somewhere. Like,
yeah, I'm sure it is.
I'm sure somebody said that.
Maybe
Maybe it stars Carl Urban and Anthony Starr. Maybe that was a reference to their podcast.
But honestly, no. But for me, that scene, the fight scene, probably the best scene in the entire series for me.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I did say that.
Same. I'll give it to
4,
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I did say episode 4 was the best, but this topped it big time.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then finally, after that, we have Starlight at the end making a big announcement. I didn't think she would do it, but like I said, well, let's just say what happened, Jeff. Maybe you can explain.
So the fight ends. We see Huey and Butcher leave with Soldier Boy, and Starlight and Mother's Milk stay behind. And then I guess she hands him the phone. He's like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Like, she's like, "Yeah, I'm done." And yeah, she pretty much it's like an Instagram live, and you start seeing the followers go up by like millions. And she makes the announcement that pretty much everything she's been holding inside, that Homelander is bad and everything's not what it seems, and that Soldier Boy is out there because I guess they kept telling people that everything's fine. And she ends it with, "I quit. I'm done. Like, I'm not even Starlight anymore. My name is Annie."
Annie January.
Drop the mic.
A real superhero right there. That's a real superhero.
And now I fear for her.
Yeah. Well,
big time.
honestly,
I'm so scared for her.
now I fear for that girl. So
true.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I mean, especially since Homelander said that he doesn't care about, even though he lied, I guess, about that. He said, "I want to be loved, but I don't care being hated." I guess he was kind of lying about that because he does care about being loved.
He does.
But-
He does.
I think it's a half lie. Like, maybe, because think about, like, if she actually did. Like, I wouldn't doubt he would go over the edge and start killing people left and right. You know, because he's right. It's like, what has he got to lose when there's nothing to lose?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
They could come out and just say that she's lying to not believe Starlight. But maybe this is a reason now to get, Edgar back. Maybe this is when Homelander is going to go back to him and be like, hey, how do we fix this? How do we make her look like a liar? And, how do we fix it? I don't think Homelander can do it. Ashley can't do it. I think they're going to have to
Bro,
bring
just
him
give
back.
it to Ashley, bro. She got this.
Yeah, apparently.
She's going to end up bald by the end of the episode if they do that.
Representing these bald people. We out here. We out here.
Yeah, but maybe Edgar will come back next episode. Maybe he'll finally go back to him. That's what I was thinking. That's my guess.
I was thinking, like, they're probably going to find a way to make this man come back because it's so bad without him that they need his prowess, his guidance.
Yeah,
So.
the house is on fire, so...
The house is definitely, literally on fire. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
man. I also like to point out that I was actually reading the followers, like, the replies to the
Oh,
to the
yeah, I
live.
was reading some of them,
And
too.
For me, I'm like, it's kind of scripted, a little bit scripted, because I would read it and she would be saying things and they would immediately be like, what happened? Like on a real life, I'm pretty sure people would be like, "Mommy Starlight" or something like that.
Yeah.
Mommy?
Yeah, mommy Starlight. Like that's just me, but it was funny to think about.
No, it's funny that you saw the people reaction like, what? OMG? And then you start seeing the little hashtags in the comments. It was a good cliffhanger for sure. Now I'm like dying to see what happens.
Yeah. 2 more episodes, boys.
2 more episodes.
2 more episodes, the boys. All right. So final thoughts. Great. Awesome.
Best episode
Yep.
in the series so far.
Yep. 10 out of 10.
And I said that last time, but I mean that fight, dude. That fight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want to watch it again.
God damn.
That's how good it was.
And I think also the one little thing, I think this episode is bringing people into this show because I'm seeing it like live reactions all over social media basically, and I see the comments and they're like, I wasn't sure about this show until I saw this scene, but now I want to watch it, and I'm like, that's dope. That's how that's how it should work, I guess. But it works nowadays. So that's cool to see.
All right, let's get out of here, boys. That was our episode of The Boys. The Boys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to catch our next episode on the finale of The Boys. Can't wait. Next time we're here, we'll know how it ends. And can't wait. Can't wait for the twists, the turns. Who's going to die? Who's going to survive? Frank. What is it?
Frenchie?
Frenchico for life. Yep.
#Frenchico for life.
Yeah, #Frenchico. Let's get that going. All right. Thanks for watching.